If you're like most smart people, you're probably thinking of these questions. How do I go from offering help one-on-one to something scalable? How do I write messaging that makes the right people say, where do I pay? How do I build an email list that actually converts? How do I deliver results so strong that clients itself become the marketing? What kind of long form content should I create that pre-sells so I'm not living on sales calls the entire day? How do I build all of this in 10 hours a week without burning out? This is actually what the fifth and the final pillar, DS, is about. If you think those questions are valid, then that means you're not thinking like a consumer anymore. You're thinking like an operator, a true entrepreneur. So here's your choice. You have option one, where you keep piecing together this the hard way, where you try your best to scour the internet and figure out how all of this comes together and how it works. More videos, more templates, more tabs, more guessing, and you might eventually get there, but you'll waste months optimizing stuff that doesn't make you any money. And I've seen this a lot personally, even with some of my clients, because people don't quit because they're not capable. They quit because they don't see results fast enough. And more importantly, you miss the most important part, the nitty-gritty, the nuance, the specifics. Because that's what's helped me get started in the past with no hesitation and also keeping me motivated for the long run. And so there's option two. You shortcut the setup and the execution and condense the entire thing from a few years into a few months. And so if you want real speed and a real practical shot at hitting your 10K month in 3 months and eventually 100K a year, then the next step is my I2R cohort, where I personally work with you and get you those targets. And whoever I've discussed this with have asked me whether I2R is just another course and something that they can do on their own time. Nope, I2R is not a course. Like, I don't believe in courses. The completion rates are horrible. More importantly, the impact is far lesser. Like, most people buy them and feel motivated for like 48 hours and then disappear. This is going to be a minimum 3-month program where you get real calls, direct feedback, accountability, execution support, and full implementation of everything I mentioned in this series, from offer to validation to messaging, content conversion, and setup, end to end. And personally speaking, 2 massive things that have helped me in my entrepreneurial journey are: 1, growing with other entrepreneurs. It's a completely different feeling where you're doing it alongside other serious builders. There's a different energy when you're building with people who are actually executing, and so there's inherent motivation that comes with that. And that's exactly what I2R is about. And 2, learning or being guided by a mentor. It's a game changer when you have someone in your corner there to help you at every stage. You know, someone to help you get past your challenges while also there to celebrate your wins, all while keeping you grounded. And honestly, that's why the next decade of my life is tied to just one mission. It's helping ambitious people become entrepreneurs, helping them make some serious money and actually move them closer to financial freedom. And so if you're planning to apply for I2R, just know that 1, I don't take everyone at once. It's not because limited spots is some BS marketing tactic, but because the program only works if I'm hands-on. And honestly, I can only do that if I have enough time for everyone. 2, I'm very particular about only working with really driven and ambitious entrepreneurs. Like, I'm sick and tired of hearing people with all talk and no walk. And so I only want people who are driven, disciplined, and willing to do the work. And 3, if you're looking for someone to do the work for you, or you want hand-holding, dude or dudette, don't even think about applying. I only work with people who take extreme ownership, do the work, and want real support. And honestly, when that alignment exists, the results speak for themselves. Like, for instance, Saujanya, one of my clients who was an executive at Microsoft, who I helped kickstart her podcasting and content creation journey to help people do career reboots in their 40s and 50s. Another one of my clients, Emma, who worked her ass off and hit 24K with just under 9K followers. And personally speaking, this entire I2R framework is the same method that helped me scale Unimedia past the 300K mark. It also helped me validate my coffee business, Money Coffee, over one weekend, making me $1,400 serving over 35 customers. And then it impacted the I2R beta group, where we're trying to perfect the program while also helping people achieve their goals, and it made over $2,400 in 6 weeks. And so trust me when I say this isn't theory, it's applied, it's practical, and it works if and when executed. The keywords being if and when. So if everything I mentioned aligns with who you are, and if you're willing to invest in your future and you want to build and make some serious money alongside people who take this seriously, then apply through the link mentioned below, or you can DM me on Instagram with Work with AD. And after a vetting process, yes, there's a vetting process. If you're a fit, you'll get in, and I'll see you on the other side. If you're not, you'll be pointed to the best next step. Either way, you move forward.